All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the online session again. Hi, Kedrish. Hi. Chalo. I hope you guys are there over there already. I think many of you are waiting. Yes. If you can see and hear me well, if you can just say hi or probably give me a thumbs up if you call, and make sure that guys least ಅಂದ್ರೆ minimum 360 resolution ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ clarity ಬರುತ್ತೆ 360 or above resolution, right? 360p or more. All right, so we had just seen the introduction of yesterday's session, guys. So I'll just quickly recollect of what did we see in yesterday's class. We saw about the basic syllabus for PGCET English and for both MBA and MCA. That we saw about the different topics of grammar, then different topics of vocabulary, the type of questions, and most importantly is how to actually learn the concepts well, especially when it comes to vocabulary as well. Now adanna yav tara solve madabeku annodu we need to go by that, which we have seen. And we had seen some basic introduction. We had seen the basic definition of sentence, right? Sentence is combination of two things, that is subject and predicate, and I have sent the notes of the same. Whatever I had taught you of yesterday's class, I had sent you the notes of the same yesterday as well. So I hope you guys have already received in the group. So please check there. Today we will be dealing with vocabulary. So I want to start with vocabulary because grammar anyways will take a little more time, but vocabulary I'll be teaching and I'll tell you the better way how to prepare vocabulary from now on, right? So what we'll do is, and there were some basic definitions of parts of speech we had also seen in the last class, like how do you remember adjective and adverb for the rest of your life, not just for the competitive exam in general, because you should know them, right? And we had seen out until adverbs. We had not seen until again from preposition, conjunction, interjection, which we'll see in the later part of the class. So when we talk about vocabulary for PGCET, vocabulary for PGCET, the topics as clearly mentioned even in the official website is all about synonyms and antonyms. Matte we had seen about idioms and phrases, correct? Then we had seen phrasal verbs, one word substitution. These are the topics that generally you will be asked in terms of vocabulary. Types of questions will be different, but concept is pretty much same. But I told you also I'll be teaching you a very different form and technique if you want to really remember these things well. So without further ado, what we'll do is we'll start with the basic vocabulary, that is your idioms and phrases. I'll be starting first with the idioms and phrases, guys. So what exactly are idioms and phrases? So what we'll do is we'll start with the basic idioms and phrases. Why they are heavily asked in the competitive exam as well, we need to see. See, idioms and phrases are highly and very commonly asked in a lot of your competitive examinations. One of the reasons is it conveys a very specific meaning in a short of context. Antandre, instead of me telling long boring sentences, I can also use idioms and phrases in my language to communicate something very precise and in an indirect form. ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೂ ಗಾದೆ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೌದಾ? ಇದಕ್ಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನಲ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ ಸಮನ್ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮನಿ ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಲೇಟರ್ ರಿಗ್ರೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಟ್, ಯು ಸೇ ಅತಿ ಆಸೆ ಗತಿಗೇಡು. ನಾವು ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿಕತ್ತೀರಿ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫ್ರೇಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ಗೆ ಅಕ್ಯುರೇಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಒಂದು ಬಿಗರ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈಡ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ absolutely on point convey ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. In a very similar fashion, we use idioms and phrases in English. And what happens is in business world, like generally anybody who is a very good communicator is someone who uses or inculcates or who brings in a lot of these idioms and phrases in his or her speech. Okay, even including the phrasal verbs, which we'll see in a while. So if you're preparing for PGCET, in the examination there will be idioms and phrases will be asked in two ways. One is wherein you will be given a small paragraph. Putted paragraph ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕು. from the context of the paragraph, you should be able to identify the meaning of the idiom with the given options. And the other way the question can be asked is you'll be directly given a particular idiom and you'll be given a bunch of questions and you need to answer them. So the second type of question becomes a little more tricky because ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ತರದ paragraph ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ to understand the context. So if you are preparing for any MBA examination, especially PGCET, you should know a minimum of 500 to 700 idioms and phrases. Yes, you heard me right. 500 to 700 idioms and phrases. But the question is, how do you remember them, especially with such a short time that you have for preparation? Sir, is it possible for me to remember such idioms and phrases? Forget 500. Can I even remember at least 250 commonly asked idioms and phrases in English for the PGCET MBA? Whether it is 250 or 2,500 or 25,000, it's me who is going to make you easily get there. Trust me on this when I say it, because I'm not going to make you by heart these things, but easily, whether it is 25 ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, 250 ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, 2,500 ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, but ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು easily ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬಹುದು because I'll be teaching you, what did I tell you guys? Logic. So let's see exactly. One example I'll show you. I commonly use these examples in my classes because they are quite easy and funny to relate. Okay. So let's look at the first example, hot potato. And because these idioms and phrases bhara jana now commonly use ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. Can anybody guess randomly what could be the definition of hot potato? Of course, it does come across as probably you're talking about angry person or an angry human, but not necessarily. Let's see the meaning and how it is used. Hot potato, meaning of hot potato is, guys, refers to something difficult or dangerous to deal with. Okay, so ಏನಿದೆ hot potato basic definition ಏನು, it refers to something difficult or dangerous to deal with. ಹೌದಾ? ಈಗ instead of me telling such boring sentence like, one simple example ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ, the situation in Israel and Palestine is something difficult or dangerous to deal with. See, if I say this statement and I'm using another statement using this idiom, can I say, instead of me telling this entire meaning, the situation of Israel and Palestine is a hot potato? Correct? Indian politics is a hot potato, right? I can say he's a hot potato or she's a hot potato. What does that mean? It means that that the person that I'm talking, if I say he's a hot potato or she's a hot potato, it means I'm referring to that person as someone or difficult or dangerous to deal with. I hope you're able to understand. Can you give me just a thumbs up or type me something so that I would know? Hi Vani, yes, I'm so sorry because I was just trying to get some PDFs done here. So could you all let me know here that you all able to understand this, what I'm trying to say? Yes. Thanks, Madhu and Karthik. Lovely. Good job. All right, guys. So what about the next one? See, the next one, I'll give you one more simple example, that is building castles in air. Building, what is that, guys? Castles in air. What is the meaning of building castles? Castle antandre, it refers to huge palaces, like the palaces where your kings and queens used to live. So building castles in air antandre, thinking of unrealistic things or events. Unrealistic things or events. Now what does that mean? It means daydreaming. Antandre, these are the things which will never come true in the reality. ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂತ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we call it as what, guys? Building castles in the air. Like for example, I can say stop thinking of unrealistic things and start studying. Again, sentence looks quite basic, boring. But if I say, you know what? Stop building castles in the air and start working hard. Now it conveys a very, very strong message or a specific meaning indirectly. Howda? I can also say, instead of building castles in the air, it would be really nice if you could think practically. Again, it makes sense. Yes, hi Varsha, welcome again. It's your first day, it's okay. Even if it's your first day, those who have joined for the first time, no worries. I'm also starting a fresh topic. This is a new topic. Yesterday was a little bit, you will get that recording in the app itself. Okay, let's move on to the next one, guys. Once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon. Now, what is the meaning of the word once in a blue moon? It means, let me take very rarely. Okay. Let me write a couple more and explain you one by one. Add fuel to the fire. What does it mean? Making a bad situation worse. Or I can also use another example, that is when pigs fly. An impossible task or situation. Let me write one more, that is apple of my eye. Someone very precious or dear. Or maybe zip your lip. Shut up. Let me write one more so that it will be clear for you. Spill the beans. Okay, so I've just written a bunch of idioms and phrases here. The reason is to make you understand. The question is at the end of a day, how do you remember that? So I'll tell you the technique as well. First, let's see how they're used. See, when we talk about once in a blue moon, what does that mean, guys? Very, very rarely. Rarely antadre bhala kadami sati agu antaddu. So I can tell we meet very rarely. Instead of that, I can also say we meet once in a blue moon. We go out to eat once in a blue moon. Antadre bhala kadami sati agu antaddu. Add fuel to the fire. What does that mean? Making a bad situation worse. You would say the media always adds fuel to the fire. Correct? The statement made by him added fuel to the fire. Please don't tell anything to him because he adds fuel to the fire, making antandre already one situation ಕೆಟ್ಟದಾಗ ಹೋಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೆಡಿಸೋದು. Okay? ಅದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೆಡಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ add fuel to the fire. I hope everybody is clear how it is used. I'm telling you guys. Similarly, when pigs fly, an impossible task. Okay? He will listen to me when pigs fly. He will listen to me when pigs fly. Antandre ನನ್ನ ಮಾತು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೇಳೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. That's what it means. Okay. So the question is, how do you remember them? I've just taken a handful of you. I'll give you the technique or trick. See, this is called as brain mapping method. It's a very scientific technique which I'm going to give you. See, whenever if you want to, and also you can apply this technique across various things that you're going to learn. See, if you really understand a computer, no. If you type something in the computer, the computer doesn't necessarily understand all the keys present on the keyboard. It doesn't understand the language that we speak. We know that we have been taught in school, it understands the binary language, that is 0 and 1. And it processes using that binary language. In a very similar fashion, your brains or our brains in generally work in those trigger points. We cannot retain as ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಇರೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ವಿಜುವಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ದಲ್ಲಾಗಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಟ್ರಿಗರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ನೆನಪಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ದಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್? ದ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಈಸ್, ಇದು ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಇದೆ. ಏನು ಟ್ರಿಕ್? ಯಾವುದೇ ಇಡಿಯಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫ್ರೇಸ್ ನೀವು ಕಲ್ತಾಗ ಅದೇನ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಬೈ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಯು ಟ್ರೈ ಸೈಂಟಿಫಿಕಲಿ ರಿಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಐದರ್ ವಿತ್ ಅ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್, person or a situation. What do I mean by that, guys? Instead of by hearting the meaning of the idiom and phrase, I'm giving you a very amazing trick. Logic. What is that logic, guys? Instead of by hearting the meaning, I'm going to build a new meaning for the already present meaning. Like I'm going to relate that meaning with a picture, person or a situation. Let me explain that in practical terms, which I always do in all the classes. These examples I commonly take because they are very easy to relate and gives you an amazing viewpoint. Let's understand the first one. Hot potato. What is the meaning of hot potato, guys? refers to something difficult or dangerous to deal with. Sir, इतना तो easy है, अपन कर लेंगे, इसमें क्या बड़ी बात है? I'll just read it. The question is, how will you remember after maybe a week or 10 days? So, instead of by hearting the meaning of refers to something difficult or dangerous to deal with, what I'll do is, I will relate this meaning either with a picture, person, or a situation. I always give this best example. The example is, see, everybody uses here social media now. Everybody is Snapchat, everybody uses Instagram and WhatsApp, right? And in all of this, there's one thing that is common, that is uploading the stories and sending snaps. How that? So whenever we send snaps to someone, whenever we upload status and stories on our social media, we all hide someone, right? We all do. We all hide someone. Like if you're sending a snap to someone, you don't send snaps to everyone, only selected few. Or if you're uploading stories on Instagram, there's also hide option. You hide someone. In WhatsApp also you hide someone. The question is, why do you hide someone? Because according to you and in your life, such people are quite difficult or dangerous to deal with. So what I'm trying to tell you, like in my case, what do? I always tell this example. Instead of me by hearting refers to something difficult or dangerous to deal with, ಈ hot potato ಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೊಸ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, instead of this, I will relate this with the picture, person, situation. In my case, I think about my relatives. Okay. Or best example, if I were to be more specific, I think about my uncle and aunt. Okay. I think probably I'm defaming them here, but it's okay. Now, what does that mean? So, whenever I'm, especially on weekends, because they really love what I'm up to, okay, they love telling all the wrong things about me to my parents. So, what do? So, every time I'm especially out, especially on weekends, right, I make sure that I hide my uncle and aunt. Why? Because now, according to me, the new meaning of hot potato, I'm relating that meaning to my uncle and aunt. Why? The moment I think about my uncle and aunt, automatically my brain sends me an immediate signal saying that, boss, stay away from them. They're a little difficult to deal with. I hope you're able to understand the logic here. So next time when I think about hot potato, who do I think of? I think about my uncle and aunt. The moment I think about my uncle and aunt, automatically I'll get this meaning. Tell me, is it easy or not? Does it make sense or not to you guys? Practical? Perfect examples are related, very dangerous. Absolutely, Varsha, you're right. Fantastic. I can understand that. Probably, I'm sure that even you do this amazing technique, right, of hiding people. All right. Second one, guys, building castles in the air. What do I think? What do you mean by building castles in the air? It's about thinking of unrealistic plans and events. Best example I always give you. If you want to remember building castles in the air, instead of by hearting it, I'll give you a simple example. I hope you all can see this. Think about your crush. Right? Why do we call them as crush? Because bhai awqat ke bahar hai. Out of our league, right? So clearly a lot of people have, you know what, I have crush on him, I have crush on her. Bhai nahi hoga. Kyun? It's a building castle in the air. Absolutely, first rank. Yes. PG. Oh, Shashank, did you mean PGCET first rank? Come on, man. You're learning in my class. Then definitely you'll get that. Okay. Definitely. Don't be that. Okay. But otherwise, so next time you think about building castles in the air, guys, think about your crush. Automatically, it will tell you, bhai, nahi hoga that's. Samajh mein aa raha. Let's move on to the next one. Once in a blue moon. Yes, Shashank. I know that. But I'm sure you will definitely get. Once in a blue moon. What does that mean, guys? Very rarely. Like I always tell this example. Generally, what happens is, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. Once in a blue moon. Generally, a lot of Indian moms use this phrase. Like if I do something really, really nice at home, like sometimes I think of I do something really thoughtful at my home, but my mom taunts me. A lot of Indian moms use, no? If you do something nice at home, they'll come up, right? They say this. So I relate that meaning. I relate the meaning of once in a blue moon with that thing, guys. I hope everybody is clear with this. Okay. Okay. Add fuel to the fire. What does the meaning of add fuel to the fire mean? ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ವರ್ಸ್. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಹೋಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೆಡಿಸೋದು, ಮಸಾಲ ಹಾಕಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ವೇಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇಟ್, ಬಟ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ವೇ ಐ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ think about your siblings, brother, sister. If you have someone, brother, sister at home, I hope you are able to relate because I have two younger sisters. So next time I think about add fuel to the fire, I think about my siblings here. I know I'm trying to villainize few people here, but because they are. Exactly. Tuppa Suryodaya, absolutely correct. Right? So especially if your sibling knows about your crush, you're gone. Either you are blackmailed for life, not life, but for a very long period of time, or maybe it's a very good sibling, which is never the case. So yeah, they will always add fuel to the fire. Perfect examples are, yes, Sumant. That's why I told you, trick, logic. In my class, if you sit there, I'm going to give you the best techniques or tricks, not only for the examination. For you, you can teach PGCET MBA for your kids also, right? That level of amazing tricks, I'll tell you. Okay. Next, when pigs fly. This is the best example I always give. An impossible task or situation. What does the meaning of when pigs fly mean, guys? An impossible task or situation. All the RCB fans. I'm a huge RCB fan. Do we think we are going to win the world? I mean, forget World Cup. Do we think we are going to win IPL Cup ever in this lifetime? I personally think RCB will definitely win the cup when pigs fly. That is, it's not going to happen, guys. Forget it. So next time I think about when pigs fly, who do I think of? I'm not going to by heart the meaning. I'm just going to think of what? RCB. So ultimately my mind says, Yavatlu Cup Namdam. Okay? I hope you are able to relate it, guys. All you CSK fans, any CSK and Mumbai fan here in this case? Just want to see. Let's see any CSK Mumbai fan. Pakistan getting GDP, okay. All right. Yes, it could be. Whatever it could, you can relate, guys. I'm just telling you my technique. Adnim again relate agate, you can use that. Abhishek Nayak, probably next time Cup Namde. Surely you are a CSK fan. Admin, I request all the CSK and Mumbai fans to be removed from the live session right now. No CSK or Mumbai fans in my class. I'm just kidding, guys. All right. Just want to tell you that Mumbai and CSK fans, now sotru niyatle soltevi. Okay, we don't fix. Probably I'm really going to piss some CSK Mumbai fans here. All right. Let's move on to the next one. I'm a huge, oh, perfect Abhishek, perfect. Okay, so I hope now you're able to understand, guys. So if you try relating the meanings of idioms and phrases to something funny, your brain remembers for a very, very long period of time. Is that clear? Yes, Jai RCB Rani, amazing. Again, all this comes under what? When pigs fly. Okay. Next one, guys. Apple of my eye. What is the meaning of apple of my eye? Someone very precious or dear. Now, I'm sure you all are very, very smart. Whoever that someone precious or dear one is there in your life, think about them. So, I also give this tip. Next time you really like someone, see if you use idioms and phrases in your language, when you text someone, when you talk to someone, it sends off a particular signal that, I mean, it just adds so much style to your language, right? So you can also include that in your speech. And one of the best examples I'll give you, apple of my eye, someone very precious or dear. Next time, probably next Valentine's Day, you can use a good dating tip I'm giving you. Next time, if you really like someone, instead of sending them, hey, you know what, all the boring messages, hey, you know what, I really like you, I wrote this poem for you, I want to take you out, cut that crap. Simply send them, hey, you know what, I really like you because you are the apple of my eye. Full flat. Okay. Amazing, no? Someone very precious or dear. You are telling that that person is extremely very important to you. But ladies, if you don't like the message, you can reply them back saying what? Zip your lip. What does that mean? Just shut up, boss. It won't work out. So even though things might not work, at least you'll have a good conversation with one another or each other. I hope all these examples are making sense to you guys. When grandma says her, absolutely Varsha bhai, you are absolutely on spot. Mera jigar ka tukda. Same thing. Okay, you can think about that. Yes, I hope everybody is clear, guys. Are you all clear with the first couple of examples? Next one, spill the beans. What does that mean? To reveal a secret. One secret anna helbidodu. Like the best way to remember the spill the beans. Like we all have that one friend in our group, no? If you go and tell that particular person a secret, ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಹೇಳಬೇಡ, ಮುಗೀತ್, ಸತ್ಯನಾಶ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಇಡೀ ಊರಿಗೆ ಹಬ್ಬಿರ್ತೈತೆ ಅದು, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಸಚ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಇಟ್ ಕುಡ್ ಬಿ ಈವನ್ ಯು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ನೆಸೆಸರ್ಲಿ ಸಮನ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಕುಡ್ ಬಿ ಯು. ಓಕೆ, ಏನು ಹೊಟ್ಟಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನು ಉಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಬೇಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಸ್ಪಿಲ್ ದ ಬೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಟು ರಿವೀಲ್ ಅ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? I hope now you tell me, guys, all the examples that we have seen. I've just taken a handful of few of them. ಈಗ ನಾನು 25 ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ, 250 ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ, 2500 ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ, don't you think you can easily remember now? Difficulty ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ? Because according to you, ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತೀರಿ? So next time you think of building castles in the air, you are ನಿಮ್ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ರಿಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ ಏನಂತ, that's my crush. Okay, and you know that is never going to happen in reality. Next time when you think of when pigs fly, in my brain I have already fixed it, RCB. Automatically my brain thinks nahi hoga bhai. Is that clear? Perfect, guys. I hope you are able to enjoy, I mean also learn and enjoy as I can see here. Perfect. So this is the pattern. So next what I'll do is today after the class I'll be sharing you a PDF of commonly asked idioms and phrases for the PGCET MBA examination. And every single day from now onwards, because we have such a less time, make sure you're learning every single day, have about 15 to 20 idioms and phrases. And I've told you the most amazing technique here. Adi just easily ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಭಾಳ ಹೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ. Hardly it will take 10 minutes, 15 minutes of your day. Okay, think about it, easily ನೆನ್ಪಿಡುತ್ತೆ. Okay, is that clear? Now what we'll do is whatever we have studied we'll practically apply as well. So we'll see some questions now. We'll see some questions. Chalo bhai. And okay, fine. Menu. So what did I take? PDF, no? So guys, you can see it. These are some questions. The PDF also I'll be sending you in the group. But now what we'll do is we'll see some of the questions here. Okay. Please let me know if you can see this clearly, well and fine. Okay, so there are some questions here, as I've told you. In the examination, you will be idioms and phrases ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎರಡು ತರದ್ದು they will ask you. One is they'll give you a small paragraph and they'll ask you to identify the right meaning of that from the given options. So even though you might not know the meaning of the idiom literally, you can understand from the context of the paragraph. Paragraph ಏನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅರ್ಥ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹೋಗಬಹುದು. ಹೌದಾ? We'll see the first part now. So I want everybody to try question number 1, guys. Varsha, I'll definitely take. It's blur. Okay, now, guys, can you see it yet? Is it still blur? Okay, so, okay, chalo. I'll just try to. Okay, just a minute again, guys. Oh, bhai sahab. Just a minute, guys. I'm experimenting. Guys, can you now? I think it should be fine. I can, because even I can see here, I'm also live with you guys, because I just have to have to cross verify. Okay, try question number 1, guys. Vani, I think you can see it now better. I hope it's not blur. Guys, please make sure you are putting at least at 360 resolution. Howda? 360p resolution. First one, the opposition parties set the cat among the pigeons when they decided to move the Supreme Court to settle the power row. So if you observe, there is a particular sentence they have used, set the pigeons among. Okay, set the cat among the pigeons. That is the idioms they have idiom underlined, and from the given what is that sentence, you need to identify what is the right answer for set the cat among the pigeons. Varsha, Lakshmi, so far good. So guys, clearly from the context of the sentence, it means that set the cat among the pigeons refers to what? Second one, introduce something that was likely to cause trouble. Okay, good, fantastic guys, good job. What about the second one? Despite all warnings, he continued to be extravagant and frittered away his wealth. A leopard cannot change its spots, I guess. Despite ಅಂತಂದ್ರೇನು, ವಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾದ್ಮೇಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವ್ನು ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟ, ಯಾವುದೇ ತರದ್ದು ಸೇವಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬೇಕು ಹಂಗೆ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕತ್ತಾರೆ. And they have given, and they are relating that particular situation with an idiom called as a leopard cannot change its spots, I guess. So what would be the meaning of a leopard cannot change its spots according to the given statement? Give me the right option. Think about it. Yes, lovely guys. Come on, keep the responses coming up. Ee tara type madbeku elru. Good job. Lakshmi, Shashank, Varsha, Sagar, Rakshita, everybody's on fire. Abhishek, lovely. So, universal truth. The right answer is option number 4, guys. Character cannot be changed, especially something bad. The meaning of leopard cannot change its spots, I guess it means a character somebody has, they cannot change it. Okay. Especially something bad, it should always stay. That's what they're trying to relate. Good. Next one, guys. Next one will go. If you really like this, please click the like button on the video, guys. Okay, if you're enjoying the session right now. Third one, everyone. So I'll give you solve third one. Yes, Varsha, amazing, thanks. Yes, what about others? Also make sure you like and also answer the guys. I want also you to participate like all other amazing people here are participating. Third one. The statistics put up by the board are at odds those put up by the university. So ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಆರ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಡ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರೇನ್ ಹೇಳಿಕತ್ತಾರ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದೇನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಟಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಒಂದ್ ಹಾಕಿದೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಒಂದ್ ಹಾಕಿದೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಎರಡು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 1, ಆರ್ ಅಟ್ ವೇರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್. ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಡ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ means are at variance. What is the meaning of variance? Different. Sometimes we say, no, I feel something odd about the situation, or I feel something odd about that person. Odd antandre something different, fishy. Okay, that's what it means. Fourth one, especially different. That's the meaning here. When push comes to the shove, one has to take on the opponent bravely. Understand the situation here, guys. When push comes to the shove, one has to take on the opponent bravely. What is the meaning of when push comes to shove? Option number ಏನagbeku. Okay, Sagar. Okay. Fourth option ಏನagbeku. Sorry, fourth question, sorry. Very nice. Yes. Clearly, guys, when push comes to the shove, as most of you are absolutely right. ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೂ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಕುತ್ತಿಗೆಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೇನು ಯಾವುದೇ ತರದ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ. So the right answer is option number 5, as most of you are answering. Very good. So Vani and Karthik, I hope you have understood the reason, the meaning of when push comes to shove is when there is no other option. ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೂ ಅಂತೀವಿ when ಕುತ್ತಿಗೆಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ, ಹೌದಾ? In a very similar fashion we have that. Question number 5, guys. Question number 5 solve ಮಾಡಿ. Question number 5. He had planned to start his own business, but his friend put a spoke in his wheel by duping him of his hard-earned money. Put a spoke in his wheel. ಈ particular idiom meaning ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ particular question ದಲ್ಲಿ? Yes, lovely, good job guys. Put a spoke in his wheel. Like you can understand from the sentence as well. He had planned to start his own business, but negative ಇದೆ. His friend put a spoke in his by duping him of. So clearly ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಅವನಿಗೆ ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡಿದ by putting a spoke ಅಂತ deliberately problems ಕೊಡೋದು. So the right answer is option number 4th one. Create difficulties for someone deliberately. Is that clear? Good job. So I hope everybody is clear with the first 5 questions. I'll also send this particular handout in the group. Okay. I'll send it right away so that you guys can also. Question number 6. There is answer given in the first 2 options as well. So we'll see. Our new manager is unable to tackle the tackle the challenges that are part of the job, and most employees consider him to be a square peg in a round hole. So clearly a square peg in a round hole. So it means 2 geometric figures, they do not fit with each other. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ particular situation ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ position ಗೆ suit ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So the right answer for the 6th one is the meaning of a square peg in a round hole refers to what guys? Unsuited to a position. All right. Let's move on to question number Question number 7 guys. Chalo, solve it. Seven, 8, 9. You can solve all the 3 as well. Question number 7 guys. What is the answer for question number 7? Sachin Tendulkar's 5-wicket haul turned the tables on West Indians run chase. So turn the tables on e particular sentence ಒಳಗಡೆ, if you even look at the context of the sentence, it is telling that it completely changed the situation or reversed the situation. Okay, the right answer is option number 3. Reversed a situation. One situation ಇತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. Very good. That's right, Sagar, Rakesh and Lakshmi. Shashank, Swapna, Lakshmi. Fantastic. Good job. Question number 8th one. Okay, I think 8th one is also 3rd, you were telling me. Your old car is a white elephant. Why don't you sell it off and purchase a new one? So here, bhal jana confused ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾರೆ because what they generally go with is useful. Generally they go with first one. But no guys, look at the sentence here. They are telling, why don't you sell it off and purchase a new one? Generally, when do you sell something and purchase a new one? When you know that that thing has become a burden and it is of no use. And itkondu kudanu adu namage bhala costly bidutte. So the right answer is, from the context of the sentence, I can easily guess the right answer is option number 3, as rightly mentioned by Abhishek, Madhu and Lakshmi and all of others. Rakesh, good job guys. Useless and costly to maintain. Howda? Question number 9. The accident was bad enough, but the media added fuel to the fire by highlighting the lack of safety checks in place. I have already given you just now a meaning while back. The meaning of add fuel to the fire directly had told you something which which has happened, making a bad situation worse. That's the best way to remember. So the right answer is option number 4. Okay. So good one guys. Good job. So far, excellent. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, question number 10, 11 and 12 guys. I'm sending the same PDF in the group. If you have, generally if you have another phone or if you're attending by laptop, you can use this in your phone. But if you're already attending through your phones, then no need to. Because you will not be able to concentrate in the class. All right, guys. Question number 10. What is the answer here? He is an old employee. Can you all see this? Okay. He is an old employee in the organization and cannot be treated with kid gloves when it comes to meeting targets and delivering efficient services. So clearly, I can understand that this person is talking about, although he's being a very old employee, doesn't mean that you're going to treat him like a fresher. Antandre, no? Clearly, the right answer is option number 2. Treated too carefully. The right answer is 2, guys. Yes. Pratiksha, I hope you understood. It's treated too carefully. Treated with kid gloves. है ना? Kid gloves matlab you don't really take it serious and you just nurture and care, not really go hard on that person. Okay, so that's why the right answer is option number 2. 11th one, we are skating on thin ice when it comes to dealing with labor laws, as they could hurt the sentiment of both the managers and the workers. Okay, skating on thin ice, and they have given the justification of using this idiom through the sentence. When it comes to dealing with labor laws, as they could hurt the sentiments of both managers and workers. So clearly, what is the context, guys? The right answer is 11th one, C. Okay. Anyone else? 2. Skating on thin ice matlab extremely dealing with something very, very controversial, something that can cause a lot of troubles. So the right answer is option number 3, dealing with a difficult issue. Okay. Karthik, I hope it is clear. Yes, that's right, Rakesh. So let's move on to the next question. 12th one. Now I can get the best of both worlds, as my part-time job gives me a steady income as well as time to spend with my family. So what should be the answer, guys? Okay, Sagar. So clearly, if you understand from the context of the sentence, as my part-time job gives me steady income, the first thing is telling. Second one, as well as additionally, I can spend time with my family. So clearly, this person is talking about extremely positive benefits of two different things enjoyed at the same time. So the right answer is option number 1. Best of the both worlds, Antandrenu. You're talking about two different things. It's like two different benefits enjoying at the same time. So that's why the answer is option number 1. Good job, guys. Good job. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay. Thirteenth one. Okay, let's solve 13th one. What does it say? Sania Mirza certainly gave Serena Williams a run for her money when she came up with that scintillating performance in the quarterfinals at the Wimbledon. Let's understand the idiom called a run for her money. So it means Sania Mirza certainly gives a run for her money. So clearly it means it was not clearly an easy match for Serena Williams. She had to really fight for it, for the win. So the right answer is option number 2, a tough competition. Good job, guys. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. ಸೊ ಈಗ 14th ಏನು ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದನ್ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ತರಹದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಯು ಟು ಡೂ ಇಸ್, I'll give you quickly, guys. I'll put a timer now. Quickly, guys. 30 seconds. 1 minute. I'll give you 3 questions. 14, 15, 16. 14, 15, 16 ಮಾಡ್ರೆ. Very easy. Understand it. ನೀರು ತೊಂಬರಿ Just a minute, guys. All right, guys. Okay, so I'm sorry. So there's little disturbance. Anyways, question number 14, guys. What is the answer for question number 14? As you here see in question number 14, to separate the sheep from the goats ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, to actually segregate from the qualities that you want from the things that you don't want. ಹೌದಾ? You want certain things ಅಲ್ಲ. So if you're talking about that, so the right answer is option number 1. To find out which group of things you have the qualities that you want from the things that you don't want. So that's what the right answer is, 14th one. 15th, in the long run. What is the meaning of in the long run? Okay, you need to focus or you need to think about your life in the long run. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? The right answer in the long run is over a period of time. Option number 5. Fantastic, guys. Good job. Good job. So far, well. Question number 16. To lower one's guard. Now, what is the meaning of the word guard? What is the meaning of the word guarding? Like, you need to always guard your home. Athwa guarding refers to what? Protecting, being careful, being watchful. Illi ಏನು ಹೇಳಿಕತ್ತಾರೆ? To lower one's guard. So as you can rightly, as I think you have rightly said, good, guys. Option number 16 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Fourth one, to stop being careful about avoiding danger. Is that clear? I hope you have not googled. Abhishek, Rakesh, Sumant, Pratiksha, you guys are not googling and answering me, no? Please don't do that. Okay, because if you google in my class, I'll put a curse on you. The curse is you guys will remain single forever. Not just you guys, but anyone who googles in my class to answer. So to make sure that you guys answer it from your logic. Okay, chalo. Question number 17th, 18th and 19th, quickly. One minute timer. Yes, guys, good job. Next, question number 17. What is the answer? To have up something's one sleeve. What is the meaning of to have up something one sleeve? It means option number ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? Fourth one, to have a secret plan that can lead to that can lead someone to the success. So the right answer is option number fourth one, guys. 18th, to dig one's heels in. What is the meaning of 18th, guys? To dig one's heels in. It means being very very stubborn about something. Like ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಯಾರೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ನಿಮ್ದು opinions ನೀವು change ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So the right answer for 18, to dig one's heels in, is option number 3. To refuse to change one's opinions or plans even when everyone wants to. Question number 19, like chalk and cheese. What is the meaning of like chalk and cheese? ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಬಹಳ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಇದೆ 19th. Yes, that's right, Sagar, Sumant. What about the 19th one? Although they are friends from childhood, they are like chalk and cheese. Okay? My friend and his wife are like chalk and cheese. Antandreno, completely different from each other. Absolutely right. The right answer for 19th one is option number 4, guys. Clear? I hope everybody is able to get it. Chalo. Let's move on to the next couple more questions quickly. Okay. So guys, question number 21 to 24, quickly solve it. 21 to 24. Got his fingers badly burnt. 21st. What is the answer, guys? Got his fingers badly burnt. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? See, sometimes what happens is, ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ನಾವು ಕೈ ಸುಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ವಿ ಅವ್ರ ಮಾತು ಕೇಳಿ, ಹೌದಾ? So it means doing an act which is foolish in nature. So the right answer for 21 is option number 2. Suffered as a result of his foolish behavior. He foolishly invested the money in the stock market without any advice and got his fingers badly burnt. Antandrenu, it's an act of, it's a foolish behavior, an act because of a foolish behavior. Question number 22. Question number 22. 20th I have not discussed. 22, guys. Led up the garden path. How the? The meaning of led up the garden path is option number 3. That is deceived somebody. Mosa madodu, manipulate madodu. The producer led up the garden path and deceived a lot of people, right? So it means mosa madodu, manipulate madodu. Question number 23. Cannot hold a candle to. A lot of people mistake it with some meaning, which obviously I'm sure most of would you take option number 5, which is not the case. Cannot hold a candle to. One simple sentence ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. Although she is a very good tennis player, she cannot hold a candle to a champion like him. Although she is a very good tennis player, she cannot hold a candle to a champion like her. Something like that. So it means I'm comparing two people and I'm saying that this person is not as good as the other person. So that's why the right answer in this case is option number 4, is not as good as somebody else. Question number 24. Building castles in the air. Chalo, everyone knows, I've already discussed this. The right answer is dreaming of castles, counting profits beforehand, concentrating on many things at one time. Very simple. No, absolutely not. 3. Making plans that would never come true. Guys, so far, I hope you're able to get the answers. Give me a thumbs up. Few more questions. Chalo, let me know if you guys are able to understand this. Question number 25. What is the answer? Putting the cart before the horse. Now, putting the cart before the horse. We know horse cart, bullock cart, we say, no. The cart is always behind. It will always carry the cart, but you'll never place the cart or the carrier in front of the animal. You'll always place it behind. So it means the literal meaning of that is putting the cart before the horse. Antandre no. Our right answer is option number fifth one. Sorry, I'm so sorry. It's option number 2. Doing things in the wrong order. Okay, that is the meaning of putting the cart before the horse. What about 26th? A tight spot. What is the meaning here? Now, you know what? Can you help me because I'm in a really tight situation or a tight spot? Spot means situation. So clearly the right answer is option number 2, a difficult situation. So guys, tell me, are you all confident now? Do you feel that you can definitely, answer the different types of questions asked for idioms and phrases? ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ? ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾನು ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈ ತರದ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನೀವು can also think a little bit and then also solve. Correct? Now next what we'll do is, guys, we'll understand phrasal verbs and we'll have to finish this handout. So next ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು directions ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. That is you need to choose appropriate phrasal verbs ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. But since I have not taught you or started phrasal verbs yet, I'll tell you now. So what exactly are phrasal verbs? So let me first take and tell you, explain you the concept of phrasal verbs. ठीक है? Phrasal verbs. And guys, if you follow whatever I'm going to tell you, okay, blindly, ಯಾವುದೇ ತರದ ಡೌಟ್ ಇರಲಾರ್ದು ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ನೀವು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 30 days ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತೀರಿ, okay, 35 days, especially in English, I can promise you to get you 25 out of 25 in PGCET. This is my promise. But there is a condition. The condition is just do whatever I'll tell you. Not only the work that teaching, the work post that I'm going to give you, like the list. If I'll tell you every day you have to prepare these words, but not just by hearting. No by hearting in my class, but the intellectual way, the smart way. Okay, in my class I always make sure that people become smarter and wiser. Okay, so results are made by being smart and wise. So make sure I've told you the technique. Yav tara nenpitkobeku idioms and phrases. At the end of the session I'll tell you also how to do that. So phrasal verbs. So phrasal verbs antandre ಏನು guys, which indicate, these are the things which indicate action. ಹೌದಾ? Like remember in schools, especially growing up, you had grumpy teachers, even in PU, right? ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಬರೇ teachers by your favorite words, get out of my class, kneel down, stand up, roll down, right? All of that, roll over actually, right? All these really angry words that used to feel were nothing but they were actually trying to indicate some sort of phrasal verbs. One tarad action indicate ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಹೌದಾ? So what exactly are these phrasal verbs? I've told you phrasal verbs are more trickier or more tricky than compared to idioms and phrases, because we Indians, because we are non-native speakers of English, we'll find a little difficult using this in our communication. So I'll explain you how they're used. Like one particular word ಇದೆ, put off ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು phrasal verb ಇದೆ, very very commonly used. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬಹುದು. It is talking about what, guys? To postpone. But ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಒಂದು phrasal verb ಗೆ ಬರೇ ನಾವು ಅದ್ರ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಾವು ಜಡ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. We'll understand the meaning of the phrasal verb according to the context of the sentence. Or sometimes it can also mean what, guys? To disappoint. Like for example, if I were to say don't put off for tomorrow which you can do today itself. Antandre no, don't postpone for tomorrow. What is the meaning of the word I was quite put off by his behavior? It means I was quite disappointed by his behavior, not appreciative of that. Similarly, there is another word called as called off. Very very simple. These in this present World Cup, couple of matches were called off. What is the meaning of called off? To cancel or to abandon. That is the meaning of called off. The match was called off due to heavy rain. Okay, we called off the event because of misappropriation of funds. Andre improper usage of funds. Next, third important one, look up and look for. Let's see what is the basic difference. They look similar, but they are not same, guys. Look up refers to search for a piece of information, and whereas look for refers to search for a missing thing or a person. How that? This is the basic difference. Like if I'm using a particular sentence which says, um, if you don't understand the meaning of any word, look up it in Google or look for it in Google. Which one would be appropriate? I repeat again. If you do not understand the meaning of any particular word, look up it in Google or look for it in Google. According to the context, which should be the right phrasal verbs? Could you type in the comment box? Is it look up or look for? Because according to the context, what is that I'm trying to convey? I'm trying to convey to you is, what is that, guys? To search for a missing thing or a piece of information. Clearly, the right answer is to search for a piece of information. Adide adana ನೀವು ಹುಡುಕಬೇಕು. That's right. The right answer would be option that is look up. I have lost. I lost my bag. I'm looking for it or I'm looking up it. Which one is correct? I've lost my bag. I'm looking for it or I'm looking up it. You would obviously would say look for, because you're talking about to search for something which is a missing thing. I hope you're able to understand, guys. Sometimes people also use this particular term, that is look up to. Ee tarad use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. But when they talk about look up to, they are talking about pointing out to a role model or an inspiration. If we have someone as a role model or inspiration, okay, is that clear? Like a lot of young people look up to MS Dhoni. I mean, I'm just giving an example here. Okay, what does that mean? Look up to means having a role model or an inspiration. Is it clear, guys? I always looked up to him as my mentor, means a guide, a person who always guides me. So having an inspiration over there. One more example I can give you is put up. What is the meaning of put up, guys? To display or to show. To display or to reveal and helbodu. That would be better. For example, I think in yesterday's match or day before yesterday's match, Bumrah put up an amazing performance. It means what, guys? Displaying a fantastic performance. And there is also one more phrasal verb which is very, very close to it, that is put up with antide. The put up with is a completely different meaning there, because put up joti ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು word add ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ with ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ to withstand something, withstand or to tolerate something. Okay, to withstand something, like I put up with him all the time. Okay, it means I withhold or I withstand or I tolerate that person all the time. Similarly, there is another phrasal verb called as cook up. What is the meaning of cook up, guys? To fabricate false stories. Okay, or sometimes the meaning of cook up is also to change facts or figures dishonestly. Like for example, he was caught cooking up the books. What is the meaning here? If I say he was caught cooking up the books, it means he was caught wherein he was changing the facts or figures dishonest. I'm talking about dishonesty here. Every time she's asked about the project submission, she always cooks up the stories. It means she will always tell some sort of the other stories which are not real. These are false stories. I hope everybody is clear. And another meaning I'll give you is held back anu meaning ide. Held back. What is the meaning of held back? Very commonly used phrasal verb. It means to not reveal. Correct? To not reveal or to not show. What does that mean, guys? Like, although she was hurt, she held back her tears. Although she was hurt, she held back her tears. The thief was holding back some important information. It means to not reveal or to not show. Okay. So also one more meaning is breakdown and meaning ಇದೆ. Breakdown. Breakdown means to stop functioning normally. To stop functioning normally. Sometimes emotionally saturated antival. Okay, if someone who's extremely like unable to control emotion, they cry, they completely break down. So that is its meaning. So you tell me, guys, are you able to understand the meaning of these phrasal verbs? You can also remember the phrasal verbs using the same similar technique which I had given you: picture, person, or a situation. Like I'll tell you one simple example. Practical terms are nan hing ರಿಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಹೌದಾ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್? ಟು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆರ್ ಟು ಅಬ್ಯಾಂಡನ್. ಸೊ ನಾನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅ ಹ್ಯೂಜ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾನ್, I love playing cricket. I watch a lot of cricket. So I think about, as I've told you, that particular line which I follow. That is, the match was called off due to the rain. So I relate with called off match cancellation. I hope you're able to understand. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ತಿಳಿಲಿಕ್ಕದೈತಾ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕದೈತಿ ಹೌದಾ. ಲುಕ್ ಅಪ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲುಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ. ಲುಕ್ ಅಪ್ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಗೂಗಲ್. ಇನ್ ಮೈ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಐ ರಿಲೇಟ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಲುಕ್ ಅಪ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಲುಕ್ ಅಪ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ಸರ್ಚ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ piece of information. Sorry, miss agide. I think rub madidnala. Piece of information. So instead of course I'll know the meaning, but instead of by hearting it, I'll try to relate with Google search engine. My mind will think about, okay, Google search engine. So it means searching a piece of information. Look for antadrenu, to search for a missing thing or a person. Okay, look for. So I'll think about, because generally I'm someone who forgets a lot of things. Okay, nan bhala maritin, like I misplaced things, and I especially with my keys, I'm really bad with it. So I think about my car keys, especially, or bike keys, because I always forget them. So next one, look up to, a role model or an inspiration. Again, you know the meaning, but in my mind, look up to, I have put that with, like in my case, I have many such role models. Like there's a person called as Jordan Peterson. So next time I think about look up to, I think about him. So it could be any person, a simple MS Dhoni person. Okay, MS Dhoni, you can think about that. Put up, to display or to reveal. Put up antadrenu, to display. Like we have put up a huge banner outside. We have put up a huge banner outside, means to display. Okay. I hope now it makes sense to you. And I'll send you a PDF after the class of commonly used phrasal verbs in the examination as well. So if you can go through that list, it's more than enough. And we'll solve the questions related to phrasal verbs in the particular handout as well. Please type in the comment, guys, that you are able to understand. Class bhala aglikadeti, too much content I'm telling you. I hope you are good to go, because from 35 to 27 students are there. But we have less time as well, no? Let me know, guys, quickly. Knock knock, guys, are you there? Seems sir kitna hi type karenge. All you guys who are having a nice cup of tea or coffee and then watching it, type madre. How's the class going on? Or maybe most importantly, are you good to go for a couple more questions here? Okay. Should it be like this? I don't know. Question number 27, guys. Tell me the answer. As soon as they heard the, so 27, 28, 29, try it. Give me the right option. Give me the right option for 27, 28 and 29. Guys, quickly, okay. 27th, as soon as they heard the gunshot, the soldiers dashed run and took up attacking positions. The meaning of this is actually what, guys? Broke out. What is the meaning of broke out here? When you are escaping a particular situation, okay. So that's what it means. Next one, question number 28. Question number 28, guys. She dashed tears when she heard the news, as she did not want to make a scene in public. Okay, although she wanted to cry, but she did not show that emotion. So we just have seen the meaning is held back. Held back antandre enu, to not reveal or to not show. Good job, guys. Question number 29. In this area, even past midnight, you will always find a few men dash doing nothing in particular. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 12 ಗಂಟೆ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಖಾಲಿ ಕುಂದಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಏನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ being idle, okay, and doing nothing in general. The right answer is option number 3, knockabout. Sir, how do I know these phrasal verbs? I'll give you a important way to prepare at the end of the class. I'll let you know. Okay, the right answer is what, guys? Knock about. Is that clear, guys? Okay, next question number question number 30, guys. She felt dash after he left the city without even informing her. So clearly the context is quite disappointing and sad. She felt dash after he left the city without even informing her. So clearly the right answer would be, guys, without a doubt, let down. What is the meaning of let down? The meaning of let down is when you are deeply disappointed and hurt by someone's actions. So that's why we say, no, do not let your parents down. Aurige bejar madbedri. Hauda? That's what we say. The right answer is third one, let down. Let off alla let down. Okay? Let off antandre bit bidodu, which is not the case. Yes, guys, 31 to 34. Quickly, madre. Yes, Varsha, that's right. What about others? What we'll do is, whatever that you can see in this particular slide, we'll solve 31 to 34, and since we are able to see 42 to 45 as well, we'll solve that. 31, guys. It's high time Richard stopped dash and started to take life more seriously. Antandre no? Clearly the sentence is saying that he is not being serious enough and he should be more serious in life. So the right answer or the right phrasal verb which tells that he is not being serious and being very casual is playing around. He should stop playing around. Absolutely correct, guys. Good job. Question number 32. Don't dash for tomorrow what you can do today. Don't dash for tomorrow what you can do today. Okay. Antandre, clearly we are talking about don't postpone for something tomorrow which you can do today, which I have just explained. The right answer is option number 5, 32. Absolutely right. Swapna, Sumant, sorry. Good job, guys. Shashank, Rakesh, Varsha, absolutely correct. Question number 33. We dash, yes, that's right, Pratiksha. 33. We dash the documents for a long time trying to make sense of the cryptic messages. Long time. Antandre now bhalota a particular message now udlikatidvi to understand, to get the meaning of that. What is the meaning of cryptic? The word crypt refers to what, guys? Secret. Any particular message which is secretive in nature, adanna ನಾವು ಡಿಕೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂಥರ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟಿವ್ ಇತ್ತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಲುಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲಿ, ಸ್ಟಡಿಂಗ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲಿ ಇನ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್, that is called as, the right answer is option number 4, poured over, P-O-R-E. The meaning of pour refers to what, guys? Studying something in detail, carefully, taking a careful look at that. No, Varsha, not that. The right answer, because look at the context. Now in Helikati, don't dash for tomorrow what you can do today. We are talking about postponement of the things. That's why we have to go with put off, which I have explained also quite previously. I hope you guys are clear. That's right. Question number 34. The child dashed the names of cities and their capitals like a robot. They are comparing the child reciting with a robot. So think madre. Yen barbeku. 34. Okay, Rakesh, what about others? The child dashed the names of cities and their capitals like a robot. Like remember growing up when you were like kid, when you were asked to say something on stage, you'd be very fearful and nervous. And a nervousness ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಿ, you would speak in a very fast paced manner, like like a robot. Like the other person is not clearly understanding, nervously and speaking in a very fast paced manner. So the right answer is option number 1, rattled off. Okay. Third one ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, because what is the meaning of raved about? The meaning of raved about ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ praising someone or something very highly. Please do remember, the meaning of raved about is praising someone or something very very highly. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಬಹಳ ಹೈಲಿ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ, raved about. Like she raved about her son in the party. It means she praised very highly about him. Next, question number 42, guys, because we can see in this slide itself, I'm going with question number 42. Please solve question number 42, 43, 44 and 45 quickly. Okay, Rakesh. There are 50 questions, guys. Couple more minutes. Stick with me for another 10 minutes, then we'll wrap up the session. I'm sorry. Question number 42. The manager told me to dash and design the machine that would incubate eggs with solar energy rather than electrical energy. Sorry. So if you understand the contextually we are talking about, the manager gave him the permission to go, like giving him the validation. Okay, go, do that. So the right answer is option number, go ahead. The right answer is option number 2. Fourth one ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದಕ್ಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ what is the meaning of go on with? So the meaning of go on with ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ carry on, continue. Like sometimes we come across someone who's having their lunch and then they try to get up and they say like, no, carry on, please go on, right? The meaning of go on would be what, guys? Continue. Whereas go ahead means giving permission, an official, you can say declaration. So the right answer is option number second one. Question number 43. Varsha, I believe you're trying to tell 43. Yes, no problem. The thousands dash for the unity run flagged off by the Prime Minister on birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So clearly the right answer is turnout. What is the meaning of turnout, guys? Turnout antandre when people participate in some sort of campaign. Okay, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು campaign ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ number of people's participation. There was like these days in the newspapers it was quite common. This year's Lok Sabha election saw the lowest turnout of the voters. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಜನ ವೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. So turnout refers to what? People showing up to a particular thing or an event. Very good, guys. Good job. 43 so far, 1. What about question number 44? The two friends dash each other until they decided to open a joint account together. The two friends dash each other until they decided to open a joint account together. So clearly the right answer in this case is what, guys? The two friends got along with. It means they were easily able to, in our language we say, they are someone who would vibe with each other. No, that's what it means. Question number 45. She doesn't feel any attachment to her parents as she was dashed to a boarding school at a very early age. She doesn't feel any attachment to her parents. I'm sure 45. Let's see, guys. 45 is a very good question. What should be the right answer? Okay, so this is where a lot of people get it wrong. She doesn't feel any attachment to her parents. ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕತ್ತಾರೆ? Because she was dashed to a boarding school at a very early age. See, I know a lot of people would go sent off, but sent off is not the right phrasal verb. The right answer is shipped off. What is the meaning of shipped off? Shipped off means sending someone far away. If you are sending a person far away. Now, sent off antandre to send someone away from a particular situation or a particular event, which is not the case. Okay, send off antivi, sent off antivi. There are multiple phrasal verb meanings of sent off, which is not the case. According to the context we are talking about, sending someone far away. I hope everybody is clear, guys. Tilitala, Rakesh, Varsha, Lavanya, Karthik. Karthik, I think you answer. Yeah. Ganesh and Pratiksha answered it correct. Chalo. 10 more questions, guys. Then we are done with today's session. So hold on. Chalo guys, solve this. Question number 35 quickly. Yes, Varsha, we can also use for non-living things as well. But even for, see, the meaning of phrasal verb ship off means to send someone far away, or that's why, whenever you order something online, they will say your package has been shipped. It means it's coming from a very far off place. You can use for both living and non-living things. I hope I cleared your doubt, Varsha. Chalo, question number 35. He considers himself a liberal nationalist and dash change with a sense of caution. 5. Okay. What is the difference between stand up for and stand for, guys? Okay, if you observe here, the difference would be stand up for antandre when you support someone else or maybe an objective, maybe a particular idea. But if you are yourself representing something, then we use the word stand for. If you understand the context, he considers himself a liberal nationalist and dash change with a sense of caution means that person himself is standing for a change. So the option number 5. Himself is representing that. Okay, like these days you would see, I stand for him, I stand up for Palestine, I stand up for Israel, I stand up for Russia, I stand up for Ukraine. You see a lot of people telling this, no? It means they're supporting something else. Question number 36. Don't just stand there, you can dash and have a share of the delicious apple pie. So what does that mean, guys? It means, what is the meaning of that? You dig in. What is the meaning of dig in? Attack. Just attack over the piece of food. Okay, you're very hungry about it. Good, guys, good. Question number 37. Solve 37 and 38. Okay. Large parts of the world still dash military dictatorship and people resent. Resent means hate. They don't really like it. This form of government. The government. So large parts of the world. See, you always live under a rule or under a government. So that's why the right answer is option number 4. Absolutely correct, Rakesh. That is live under is the right answer for 37. What about 38, guys? It means 38. Good job, Swapna and Shashank. 38. Most of you have not been selected to play the role. It means you will have to be content. Content here in this case means what, guys? Satisfied. To just stand. मतलब not play the role. मतलब आपको कुछ कोई role के लिए specifically नहीं चुना गया. We have just to stand there and then just stand there. Do nothing. What is that, guys? You would see actors, no? Some people are used as props. ಹೊರಗೇನು ಕೆಲಸ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬರೀ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಆ particular act ಒಳಗಡೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ look on. Look on means to just look around. That's why the right answer is option number 1. Don't not look forward to. What is the meaning of look forward to, by the way? It's a very good phrasal verb, which means eagerly or excited about something, like whenever we write in emails, I'm looking forward to hear from you. I'm looking forward to meet you. Excited about something, eagerly waiting for something. Clear? Question number 46 and 47, guys, quickly. Question number 46 and 47. Before entering the exam hall, he quickly dashed the pages of the book to regain his confidence. And stay till the end. I'll tell you a technique on how to prepare this handout as well. Very commonly asked phrasal verbs from these handout, guys. So before examination, we nervously turn the pages of the book. So turning the pages of the book is called as flipping through. The right answer is option number 1, flip through. We look forward to this collaboration. Absolutely right, Varsha. You're right. Look forward to being excited about something. Question number 46 is right answer is option number 1. Third one, Barodilla. What is the meaning of glanced on? Glanced on antandre just taking a look at something. Like whenever you see a beautiful scenery, whenever you watch a beautiful sunrise or sunset, you just glance. Means you look. Glanced antandre taking a look. Whereas you are turning the pages of different of a book of different pages. So flip through is the right answer. Question number 47. My friend, who considers himself an excellent driver, was put off when he saw so many cars easily. See, what is the meaning of put off here? It means he was quite disappointed because he considers himself an excellent driver. When he saw so many cars easily dashes, 100% I'll get a wrong answer. I know that. Most of you would go with option number 3, taking over. Taking over and overtake are two different things, guys. Overtake ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ to bypass a vehicle. ಒಂದು vehicle ಗೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಹಾಕೋದು ಅದನ್ನ overtake ಅಂತೀವಿ. But take over ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ to take or seize control. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು particular position ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು occupy ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತೀವಿ? Occupying a particular position or a place or taking a control of something is called as taking over. But here we are not talking about it. So he was quite disappointed when he saw so many other cars were easily able to match his speed. So that's why the right answer is option number 1, catching up with. No, not taking on Allah. Take on antandre like you are kind of building some sort of battle with the other person, right? Take on antandre you're ready for the battle or something like that, which is not the case. Okay, so that catching up with him. Are you clear, guys? Let's solve the last 3 questions of the day quickly. Last 3 questions. Read the directions first. Last 3 questions of the day. So you are given 2 sentences, and for both the sentences there is only the same phrasal verb is used. So question number 48, guys. He dashed the nail polish with a little spirit. The news of the politician roughing up a bank officer has dust some of the sheen that Aam Aadmi party had. So ಎರಡೂದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದೇ ಸೇಮ್ phrasal verb ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So clearly 48 ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, guys? The right answer is option number 5, rubbed off. In the first case, the meaning of rub off this means removed. ಹೌದಾ? ಎರಡನೇದು ಕೂಡ ಸೇಮ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, but in a little different context. Means what is the meaning of roughing up? It's another important phrasal verb. Roughing up antandre aggressively behaving towards others. Probably he would have manhandled that person. Antandre probably he would have slapped him or something like that. Some of the sheen. What is the meaning of the word sheen? Sheen means the good reputation it had, the shiny reputation, good reputation. Adenidiyala adiga hogide because of this particular act. So that's why the right answer is option number 5, rubbed off. Clear, guys? Question number 49. Good job, guys. So far so good. 49. He dashed a rage and started accusing his friends of manipulating him. Rage antandre one extreme anger, extreme intense anger. Okay. Question number 49, sorry. Second one, these days our maid servant has dashed the habit of listening to music on a iPod every time she works. So in both the cases there is the same phrasal verb used, as absolutely right. Option number 4 guys. Got into. Got into antandre in the second case means developing a new habit. In the first means is getting involved in some issue. Question number 50. The policeman dashed his jacket and started off in hot pursuit of the criminal. The chief dashed a letter to his higher ups about latest goof up in our department. Goof up ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿದೆ, ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಮೇಜರ್ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಿದೆ, goof up. So in both the cases, the right answer is option number 3, tore off. In the first case, the meaning of tore off literally means removing it, and ಎರಡನೇದೇನ I mean ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, the chief tore off a letter to his higher ups. In this case, it means guys secretly writing a letter to your higher officials because of a particular some carelessness in the department. Okay guys, now so far let me clearly discuss. So stay with me, I'll give you important work today. So today, in today's class, we have seen vocabulary introduction, only 1 or 2 parts. Vocabulary dalli ಏನು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, idioms and phrases ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಹೌದಾ? And second thing that we saw was what guys, apart from idioms and phrases, we saw phrasal verbs. These are the 2 important things that we saw, and we solved you can say questions based on this. Now, how do you prepare for idioms and phrases and phrasal verbs? Of course, nan questions ella kodtini classes olagade. Yes, don't leave the session yet. I'll tell you. Prepare. I'll be sending you a PDF, guys. A PDF. I think you have. Okay, I'll send you a PDF of vocabulary. Adru olagade, from now on, you have to every single day make sure that 10 to 15 phrasal verbs from today until the day of examination, you're reading it. Why? Because these are very commonly asked in examination. And the handout which I've given you, like I'll be sending you this particular same in the group. See, each particular question has 5 options. How the? I'm talking about phrasal verbs. Question number 27 to 50 particular ag mathadlikateni. Question number 27 to 50 ಒಳಗಡೆ, for each question there are 5 options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Question number 27, question number 28 has 5 options. What you're supposed to do? I want today you all to just go through the meanings of each of these 5 options. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 27 to 50 ದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ 5 ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಡು ಹಿಡೀರಿ. ಎದಕ್ಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಕಾಮನ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳುವಂತ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಇದು ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್. Is that clear guys? This particular questionnaire or sheet that I've given you, question sheet, they're very very commonly asked in exam. So I'm requesting you to go through that. Okay, now there is one more important announcement. Tomorrow onwards, classes will be already recorded and be in the app. So tomorrow onwards, there will be no live sessions on YouTube, the classes. You have to download our Gurudev app. So how do you do that? ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾಳೆ 6 o'clock ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಇಂದು ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಬೇರೆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸು ಕೂಡ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾವೆ. ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ Varsha will do it, but later. But this is for especially PGCET, MBA and MCA, so that's why we are doing it particularly. So what I want to do right now is guys, that important information. So tomorrow onwards, from 6 p.m. onwards, multiple classes will be recorded and will be sent to you. The reason we are doing it is also many of the students have been asking us, sir, we are not able to attend live class because we already have a little bit project submissions and assignments. So from doing this, what happens is you can watch it at your own pace, but at the same time you'll also have a multiple subjects as well. So now new multiple subjects in a notebodu, and because it's recorded, you can watch it again and again. And we'll be also keeping once in a while live session wherein to clear your doubts. I hope it works for you. Please respond in the messages guys. I repeat again, tomorrow 6 p.m. ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ recorded classes in the app ದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, and anyone has any sort of doubts, we will be keeping live session for that, so that even it is very very beneficial for you and you can focus on 2 things at the same time, that is your final examination, assignment projects, and as well as most importantly the PGCET classes. So tomorrow onwards, no live classes of YouTube, especially recorded classes of Gurudev app. So open Gurudev app and you will be seeing there 6 p.m. again. So I hope today's session was very insightful for you. I'll be sending the instructions what to do in the group as well. So thank you so much for joining in. If you really like this particular session, not only like it, share it to your friends who are watching it, because it's anyways free and it's there on the YouTube. But the next further classes are the ones who have paid for it. So yeah. Yes. No, Shashank, it will be directly from the app. Application dalle nimage now record ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. The reason is it will be helpful for you. We can save a lot of time there, and also multiple subjects ಕೂಡ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತೀವಿ. You can just watch it like a live class itself. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ PDF ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 6 PM guys, tomorrow onwards. Okay. I hope everybody is clear. So all the people who have, especially let me give a huge shout out to Karthik, Shashank, Varsha, Swapna, all others, Pratiksha, Rakesh, right? Karthik, Ganesh, Lavanya, you guys have been really very proactive. Megha, right? You have been very Sagar also, very proactive, very enthusiastic. I love this energy. So keep this energy going on for the next 30 days. I've already told you before, this 30 days that you are investing in learning this, right, for this examination is not for just for that one day. It is learning for the next 2 important years of your life. That is getting the top rank and thereby getting into the top college. That's the whole goal. That's the end result. That's what we care about. Yes, thank you so much. Have a wonderful Rakesh, no, it's paid. So I think you need to contact the admins. So those who need more information, I'll give you the number here, guys. You can note it down. You can contact them. You can contact these numbers. I think it's better if I give you this. 988. Just a minute, guys. Okay. 988-613-2242, or you can also contact to this number 74833-73577. Okay, 74833-73577. Yes, these are the 2 numbers you can contact for details about everything. So thank you so much for joining in, guys. Have a wonderful night. What about other subjects? Karthik, everything will be given there. App dalli ella subjects indu recorded class now hakirteve. So you don't have to worry about only English. Multiple subjects, quant, reasoning, English, all of that will be given to you. Other subjects also. Clear? So contact these numbers for further details and you will be known. So tomorrow onwards, 6 PM onwards, classes will be in the Gurudev app. Download the Gurudev app. Link is in the description. Live class is fun actually. Yes, Varsha, I understand that. But we'll do once in a while. So again, guys, thank you so much for joining. Like it, share it to your friends who are also looking for such things, because today's vocabulary session might help them and then probably they might join the course. Thank you again. Wonderful evening, guys. Bye-bye.